that turn, he was in really good shape to win that one. But
Oh,
it just
life
happened that Strifecro
coach.
had Drax. I mean, it took a long time to get to that point. They'd both been drawing a ton of cards.
Yeah.
Not a lot of action had happened. It was just really Strifecro was able to stabilize.
Yeah, life coach is reduced down to a chair now. Oh man.
He's been beaten down.
Yeah, but that was really well played by Strifecro, right? I mean, identifying everything. Life coach did a very YOLO play. It didn't really pay out for him, but judging by his hand, I think that was definitely the right choice as well. Your opponent just had one out, right? Juraxis was kind of the only out. Like the heal bot was played already, so yeah, that's pretty cool.
I like it because of that. I like because he's already seen a Healbot and he's already seen an Earthen Ring Farseer.
Yeah.
And just when your opponent plays both of those, a lot of times they've trimmed to get that utility, and part of the things they can trim to get that utility is Draxus. And so I think that's factoring into his decision as well, is that Strifecro just may not even have that card in his deck.
Definitely. And now, of course, when Life Coach comes back, we'll be ready to start game two. Maybe he's thinking in his laboratory and deciding which deck he wants to play next. He only has the Mech Mage left, and he has a Paladin left to deal with this handlock.
Yeah, it made a lot of sense he didn't coup this handlock deck when he had a Druid with 2 big game hunters in it. But now, do you think he's cooing it with his other decks?
Ooh, I guess you just queue a Mech Mage, and if you do not have a good starting hand, then you just want to queue it away. But then once again, like you said, the Mech Mage from Strifecro is looking really, really strong, right?
Yeah. But I mean, you got to do what you got to do to get the win, and I don't think these matchups are necessarily favorable. I'm still torn on the Mech Mage one. I think Mech Mage is still pretty good versus handlock. But you're saying that you don't think it is. And if Life Coach is thinking in that same vein, or he knows it that that's the case, I mean he would be cooing it, I think.
Yeah, I guess we just have to like start the game and see what your starting hand is. Weigh your risks versus reward, and yeah, go from there. Really, Life Coach is still thinking really, really hard on which class to pick.
This seems tough to me. I mean, the coup here is like, yeah, I think you really do want to save it for something like Mech Mage, but it's just, I don't think you have that. I don't know if you have that liberty anymore. Like, you don't have the freedom of just being able to be like, oh well, I'm at an advantage and I can kind of dance around and do whatever I want. He's got to get something rolling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't think he wants to face the mage against the druid either, because we know the Strefko's druid was the heal you to death druid, right? The ramp druid that against orange's handlock, that was pretty insane. But the paladin does pretty well against the druid, so I think he wants that matchup. Uh,
Yeah, I think the
man.
Paladin versus Druid is the one he's really looking forward to. Aside from, again, this the Druid he just had into handlock.
Yeah, everything else is kind of bad, to be honest.
That was that was a really good matchup too, by the way. I think he just drew extremely poorly.
Yeah, he did draw extremely poorly, and he did draw a lot too, right? So,
Yeah.
gonna see the Paladin go up against Strifeco's Warlock here, and not really sure on the starting hand. Life Coach does have an option to coup. Strifeco does not, but I think the Hellfire is gonna be a keep here against the Paladin. It's one of the only ways to actually clear the board of like small creatures nowadays. So yeah, back the way then. Handlocks usually run double Shadow Flame and one Hellfire instead, right? But with the introduction of like all these little dudes with implosion and like muster for battle and everything like that. It's just that Hellfire is just really, really strong right now.
Harrison also is in this Paladin deck, so I think that's factoring into the decision to queue this up versus versus handlock right now is that
Right.
he knows Jiraxis is in here,
Uh-huh.
and so he knows he has a surefire way to deal with it if that situation comes up.
That's definitely true. Strefko seems like he has a very, very good hand here. One of them is going to get silenced, though, and one of them is going to get outered, though. So it's a lot of pacification coming from Life Coach's side. This turn is not that. You do have the Mortal Coil available, so I guess you can tap if you want. Just Life Coil, Mortal Coil. But oh, Strefko's gonna go ahead and put the Drake instead.
Yeah, I like the Twilight Drake here. I think it's threatening enough, and if you're going to see a silence, it really doesn't make a difference whether or not it was a 4-9 or a 4-10 or 4-8, really.
Wow, Life Coach does his quickest turn.
Whoa.
ever.
I have
Whoa.
never seen him play that fast in my entire life. Who is Lifecoach
Whoa.
and what has this imposter done with him?
Lifecoach just turned on his gears and is now Death Coach. He's playing super fast now.
Yeah. And now Strifecro, well, he's playing quickly too. This is something that's not always the most characteristic thing either. I mean, sometimes
Right.
it looks like he's Strifecoach.
God damn it. But yeah, is it just because both players are just so familiar with this matchup, they know what to do?
I think a lot of it has to do with just the fact that, I mean, what else are you really going to do anything else than Iron Begal with that?
Mm.
Just, it's so perfect. It's a 7 damage battle. You're just not going to get more value than that, really.
5 mana turn here for Lifecoach. Look at his hand. Do you just like hero power and pass? Because like, are you really gonna expend something like this? I treat Aldo more of like as a humility spell than a 3/3 body.
Well, I'm
It's just like,
curious. I've definitely seen him played as a 3/3 body before. I mean, really early on when he very first started playing Hearthstone competitively,
right?
he knew how to play Hunter, and then literally had never practiced with any of the other decks he played in a tournament. And so
Okay.
he would think about the game, and he would be thinking for like literally the full 90 seconds, and he would like play turn 2 Cruel Taskmaster just to get a 2/2 out. And then he had to play a Paladin deck, and it was the same way. He had never played the deck before, and he literally copied the list from someone else and went into it on turn 3. He thought for the full 90 seconds and played Eldor Peacekeeper on turn 3 to get a 3/3 out.
Very
And since then though, he hasn't really been kind of making the same, plays where he just completely devalues the battle cries of these effects, but he certainly does stuff aggressively to the board. And I think the only reason he doesn't play something here is just because he's got enough on the board right now that he feels like he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, and over back on Strifeco side, more options are available. Mountain Giant plus the Ancient Watcher is one way. Lotheb is also another way. You can also heal back up, but you really want to... This life total is where handlocks actually thrive on, right? Between 10 and 20. After you play a multi-giants, then you can play the anti-heal bots and heal back to full. Oh man, Life Coach's deck is so shiny.
Look at that Tyrion.
No, look at the Sky Golem, man. Moving up and down and up and down. He's ready to go.
He's
like,
flying.
it's turn 6. Let me at him.
Let me think.
Let me at him.
Oh. Okay,
like-
there you go.
He's like Jax from League of Legends.
Oh, with the big lamp.
Yeah, he could. Let me at him.
All right.
He's got a lamp for a weapon.
Yes, he does.
Imagine if he had a real one.
Back to Hearthstone now. We'll see that Strifecro does have 6 mana. 6 mana is a little bit more awkward, I guess. But Strifecro didn't really see the Elder Peacekeeper. But how do you really clear off this Sky Golem? Like, what do you do?
He's got silence available,
Okay.
but I don't feel like he wants to just be trading a silence for a Pilot Sky Golem,
All right.
like the Death Rattle rather on it.
So many possibilities.
So do you just like play a Twilight Drake and taunt something is up?
Whoa!
Whoa! What? Wait, whoa. And then Dark Bomb the 6/4 as well. That is interesting. Wow, what's gonna pop out here? Oh, Murkai has to show
Okay, hang
it.
on. We've seen two Death Rattles and Pilot Sky Golem. They've both been old Murkai so far.
No. Isn't it the thing? Like every tournament, the Shredders pop out the same thing. You get what I mean? Like Pinnacle 2 is Murkai and with Light Wells, right? Remember? Light Wells.
Yeah, and then the ESL thing was only Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, exactly. It goes by tournaments. Don't you know the programming?
No, I don't. I mean, yeah, I'm a professional programmer, and that's what I do. And I've actually programmed this one to only spit out old Murkais. And the next one, it's going to be only useful Brewmasters and Dragonling mechanics.
Okay. All right.
I wonder.
By the way, guys, I heard some conspiracy theories that Amirable was actually voicing the innkeeper.
I would never do anything like that.
All right.
It's not voices are not up my alley.
Okay. Just checking. So here, Life Coach has a 7-mana turn. I'm pretty sure the Shredder and the Aldor is going to see play, for example. What else is he thinking? He can think of Consecration, and then, you know... But then, what is the follow-up? There's no follow-up. I think the Aldor, the Shredder is really good.
This feels like a good spot to Aldor, too, because like silencing this giant to get its power back to 8 isn't really that efficient because it's already got 5 damage on it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Life Coach actually goes for the face here. He's like, yeah, I don't think you have Molten Giants. I'm going to hit you.
That might have been the message that Strifecro was trying to send also with that Hellfire, was like that he had Molten Giants because Life Coach played around them so aggressively in the first game.
Uh-huh. But Life Coach is not buying it.
Yeah, he just was like, you know what? 2 to the face.
Doesn't want Strifecro's popcorn. Not buying them.
This is a really tough turn.
I mean,
So many
like, damn, what did you do here? I guess you start a Twilight Drake because it has a big thing, and then you just Sun Fury, and then, man.
I mean, you're facing out 9 points of damage, so you have to do something to like kind of stave off your own life total. So I don't think this silence is like unwarranted. Right. Wow, he's gonna kill the Shredder instead.
Oh, he can't play the anti-Q bot. No, disaster.
Oh my gosh.
Mana Wraith, you ruined everything.
Wow, that was so brutal.
Oh man.
And now it's, oh my gosh, and Life Coach just has access to Tyrion this turn, and he just saw an Ironbeak Owl, and his opponent's down to 7, and he's got a Consecration. Like, I gotta feel like the Tyrion is the way you're gonna go this turn.
What was that? That's why I hate popping Shredders, man.
It's good to see you again. He's gonna play Tyrion, and Strifecro has a Siphon Soul for it, but that's gonna give his opponent a 5/3 weapon.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is...
No Molten Giants are gonna come down too, because otherwise they would have came down already, right?
Wow.
What
no silence available.
Wow.
The taunts will just die. Like, I mean, do you really want to play Mountain Giant and taunt it up here? It's gonna get crushed by Tyrion if you do that.
Oh wow!
Oh, he's gonna life tap instead.
Okay, Dr. Boom is
That's
something.
not gonna do. No, it's not good enough right now. He's at 5 and he's facing a Tyrion.
Okay, so do you just like play an anti-Q bot and pray here? Oh,
he's gonna Siphon Soul it, so he's gonna go to 8. So Life Coach right now is 1 damage off lethal. Can he pick up something and deal 1 point of damage? Gets a Sludge Belcher.
Pyromancer doesn't deal damage to the face. So, well, I guess you do want to establish the board, right?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I would tend to be favoring the Sludge Belcher here.
Yeah. Sludge
First
Belcher,
things
and
first.
then might as well play the Pyromancer as well.
Strifecro down to 3. The 3 health that Siphon Soul gave him.
Oh boy. Yeah, might as well play the Pyromancer as a 3/2 right now. That's gonna push a lot of damage if unchecked for. Both Hellfires are gone as well, so I don't see this Pyromancer going anywhere anytime soon.
Wow. Strifecro only on 9 mana as well, so only one of these antique heal bots is available to him. Shadow Flame, I don't know if... I mean, it may be enough to keep him alive for another turn, so if you can play antique heal bot, he can heal himself to 11.
Uh-huh. Shadow Flame, and then he actually dodges the death once again. Wow. Man, that Mana Wraith. It was really weird, actually, when Strifecro killed the Shredder and the anti-Q bot didn't have the green border anymore. I was like, wait, did I do math wrong again? Because I tend to do that very often. Oh, man. So, oh my. I guess that's really the only play, right? What else can you do here? Can't even Dr. Broom and... You can Dr. Broom and taunt... Or Broombot and Dr. Broomer, right? Does that make you live? No, you actually die. You just
That's enough.
die. What?
Wow, Strifecro is going to life tap. I gotta believe he's looking for a Molten Giant if he life taps here. and he's just going to concede, not even fight through it. Lifecoach is going to take game 2 on the back of some major aggression. But Strifecro also not really able to pick up any Molten Giants. And I want to think about that Hellfire terminal. We were like so shocked that he Hellfired. It looked like he was sending such a big message that he had
Molten Giant.